Thanks, Jeff. Pan all these people.
Oh, this way.
Yes, thank you for your wave. Cat! That was a good one. And me. Go. Okay, go. Yeah, I did.
You my dad?
Yep. Oh, get Mr. Leal again. Okay. Ready?
Ring, ring, ring. Cell phones, they are always with us. They're never out of reach. They're always in our car, going off, text messages. We really need to consider taking time, letting the phone ring, and just leave that message unanswered. Today I'm going to talk to you and give you some information on why driving with cell phones are so dangerous, give you some information about who is at risk for these driving, texting, talking on the phone, and then also what we can do to correct these issues and what the states and laws are trying to pass so we can be safer drivers on the road. My credibility, my articles are going to be from Driving While Using Cell Phones is Dangerous as Drinking and Driving. Another article is Unsafe Driving During the Cell Phone Era. And then a website, Don't Text and Drive, and then of course myself. I'm a 16-year veteran of texting and cell phone usage. What exactly is distracting about cell phone usage? I'm going to use a quote for unsafe driving in the cell phone era. 2 types of cell phone behaviors distract us that leave us to poor driving. The first one is the handling of our phones. The answering of the text messages, the talking on the phone, the digging in your purse for your phone while it's ringing, all of that is considered distracting. The second one is the conversation into the environment, the actual concept of you chit-chatting hands-free or with your phone in your hand while driving. Think about how many times you look down while you're texting. It only takes a few seconds for the guy in front of you to hit his brakes and then bam, you're back-ended into the end of his car, you're in your accident. Now you may say, how can talking on your phone be a distraction to you? There have been studies shown that while you're talking on your phone, you're concentrating and it delays your reaction time. I'm going to give a stat from Driving While Using Your Cell Phones is as dangerous as drunk driving. Drivers who handle the devices are 4 times more likely to be in an accident that causes damage while using their phone. In 1 year, 21% of the vehicle crashes, which were 1.1 million, were involved with people using handheld or hands-free phones. That's a startling statistic. So who's at risk for this dangerous behavior? Your first thought goes to teens. Well, adults, we're just as bad as they are. The stats for teens for Don't Text and Drive, 82% of American teenagers between the age of 16 and 17 have cell phones. 52% of them have admitted that they talk and drive on their phone. 38% of them admitted that they text and drive while behind a vehicle. That's a large amount of people on the phones. There's a study shown that 10% of students, young adults who are driving while looking down have been out of their lane for 10% of the time while they're on their phone. That can cause an accident super quickly. Now about adults, we are not doing a very good job by leading by example. Kids have stated that they've seen 48% of their parents using their phones while they've been in the cars. Not only are we putting ourselves in danger, but now we're putting our children in danger. Now we can stop this dangerous driving. I'm going to give you some helpful hints and some facts so you can be mindful while you're in your vehicle. Many states have already put laws into effect about texting and driving. As of Texas, as of right now, it's only illegal to be on the phone while you're in a school zone. However, they are working on a bill to be passed that it will be illegal to be on your phone at all, no matter where you're at. Has not been passed yet, but they're working on it. Believe it or not, there's an app for that. Now this is only for Android and BlackBerry users, but they have an app called Text No More. It is free. How it works is you select the time, how long you're going to be in your car. We'll say 10 minutes. It gives you a reward, and it also sends a reward for the person who messages you. We tried this earlier today. We had our technician, Jeff, message Crystal, this is her phone, and it sent him an automatic response back that said that Crystal was in her phone. She would message him back in 8 minutes and some odd seconds. And then it offered him a reward for not having to keep contacting her. So that's another option that you can do while you're in the car. Education is the best way to teach people not to drive and use your phones. In Berlin, they did a study where they took young teens who were learning to drive and had them, to pass their test, they had to successfully message and drive at the same time. You can look this up on YouTube, and it is quite funny, but it's also really shocking to see what kind of accidents occurred while they were doing this. In conclusion, I provided you with some information on how dangerous it is to drive while texting or talking on your phone. I've given you some information on who's at risk for doing these types of behaviors, and then also just a little bit of information on what we can do to help be safer drivers. So next time you're in your car, hang up the phone and drive.
Yay!